2022, 2021.
We're still 2021. Don't go ahead yet.
Oh my God, that whole lost year.
2022 is going to be amazing because of what we did in 2021 to set up for 2022 with
100%.
all these real agents getting licensed.
That's right. So we're going to finish strong 2021, and we're going to talk about our goals today. Before we talk about our goals, we're going to talk about this awesome opportunity, kind of our goals right there, who we can sponsor at Relo, who we're affiliated with, and then before that, we're just going to touch really quick on a quick mortgage update. So who wants to, Dennis, can you give us your take on the mortgage, what's going on in the mortgage world?
Yeah, so, there's been a lot of talk at the Fed level, that they're going to slow down, and that has responded pretty much the way we thought it would. And mortgage rates have actually bumped up a little bit over the last 2 weeks,
And we expect it to go up, or we expect it to go down?
Well, pretty much the same, it's going, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Be riding the waves behind me,
Yeah, I gotcha.
When you look at the wave today, it's going like this, it's getting worse. When I do the wave down, that means rates are getting worse because the premium is going lower. It's been like all over the place. Really
but if you look at the historical data,
yeah,
we're still pretty solid. Yeah,
we're pretty solid. I mean, we're not talking that things all overnight went into the 4s. We're still in the low 3s most of the time, mid 3s.
If you have a great credit score, right?
Yeah, and that's 30-year fixed. So I mean, it's
okay.
They're fine.
Okay, cool.
Investor rates are starting to come back because now Fannie and Freddie started buying them again. So we're starting to see a little bit better rates, where before we only had like one outlet to take them to. Now we have several again. So that makes a big difference.
I've seen them come out very, very competitive in the mid 3s. I was shocked. Personally, I was shocked. I didn't know what to tell somebody. I'm like, I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. And oh, surprise, surprise.
Wow, that is good for us investors. So who are looking to refinance, cash out, buy other properties, things like that, fun things.
Now, cash out is a totally different rate, so don't get them confused.
Oh, okay. So I just know right now that you guys are helping.
Purchase is here. Refinance is here. Cash out, refinance.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people get confused with that. They're like, oh yeah, I saw a rate, I could get, 3.5 on an investor, blah, blah, blah. And then they go, well, I want to do cash out. And then I'm like, that's great. The rate's now 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what's good about that? What's good about that is that as a realtor, it's good that I know, but I know that I know enough to not say anything, because once I get started, I'll just get in trouble. So what's great is, you guys have enough experience. Dennis, Lewis, you guys have so much experience. And I know we have others, Brett in our group as well, who have so much experience that they are great at figuring out which programs are best for that person's particular situation. Because a lot of times y'all look at the big picture and then y'all get in and then y'all figure it out. So that's really good.
Everything got
thank
bigger.
you for that update. Huh?
Everything has got bigger.
Oh my goodness.
So, hey, here's a mess.
Tell me what's going on in the Relo world. Tell me what's going on in the Relo world. Like, are there like loan officers or realtors that we need to watch out for, or are we just kind of going for everybody, or are we just anybody who's interested in earning extra income? How do we look at inviting? Who do we invite to our Tuesdays at 4 Central and Thursday at 11 Central?
Every real estate agent out there needs to be invited, regardless of where they're at whatever company they're at. They need to come and look at it. We go across borders. We're not looking for one particular brokerage. Anybody, doesn't matter who they're with. KW, Century 201, JP. It doesn't matter. We want to talk to them and give them an opportunity to make that extra half a point, so we can impact them and help them with lead generation or take it somewhere. Whatever they need to do with that extra money. That's the exciting part. So it doesn't matter where they're at, where they're coming from. We just want to help them. And then also,
So I'm at EXP, so that's easy, but you can do like the EXP agents from anywhere in the country, Keller
Right.
Williams from anywhere in the country,
Century
JP.
21, I mean, yeah.
Coldwell
Berkshire.
Banker. And how about how about the agents that are with independent brokers?
I think the independents are probably the ones that are going to benefit the most out of Relo, because if they set themselves up right and put their top agents on their front line, and then have their lower guys just feed into their what do you call it, mortgage link, all of a sudden now not only the broker is making a little extra residual, but all these guys are making money off the whole team, and then they can put that together if they want and really, really put some impact. I mean, they're going to be
really
able
ramp
to
up their social media campaigns and really drive traffic like crazy.
Oh, I threw away a piece of paper this morning. I got a letter from Open Door wanting to offer me full price on my house, anywhere between $550 and $750. I think they missed the mark because my house is worth more than that. But they're like, we'll give you a full price offer today. So now they're even mailing.
Wow.
And it's a huge
That's
mailer.
aggressive.
Well,
man.
Open Door that's actually how that's their marketing budget is through mailers versus social media. So that's actually how they built their business.
Wow.
If you think about it, we talked about, I think 3 or 4 years ago, I know for our real estate group, Tom Ferry brought it up that is actually the way to go is mailers, because everybody got off of mailers and put all their marketing budget into social media. And that made our mailboxes kind of empty, especially for realtors. So Open Door really listened to Tom Ferry and really and got there. And they're offering about 5% over market. I know Zillow is now out of the market for buying. Zillow's no longer buying, and they're out.
Redfin is now buying. So I was on a plane ride.
Can we
I was on a
invite
plane ride next
Zillow?
to one of their brokers, and that's all she does is she writes 3 to 5 to 10 offers a day on houses, and she's with Redfin.
So
to
I
buy.
have a question. Can we invite, I guess we can invite anybody, and then what they decide to choose to do with that is how about loan officers? Do we just invite all the loan officers? I'm guessing this is just something we make people know about because the industry is shifting. It's kind of like Open Door. We might not join, but it's important that we know what's going on, right? We understand like what's happening at all the different, what's going on in our industry. And I guess it's important loan officers do that too. Yeah, Dennis?
Yeah, well, I think, something that's important. And, we talk about the Tuesday and Thursday calls because we have them all the time and they're easy to invite to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we really have to measure the customer that we're speaking to. And is it the right place for them to be? Because the calls get pretty big and they have a tendency to get into the weeds a little bit. So if I'm speaking to a broker or a high producing top agent or a loan officer that's doing a lot of business, I want to respect their time as much as possible, and I might choose to do it a little bit different and set up a personal one-on-one, one-on-three, me, Lewis, maybe bring in Eric Bowlby, and
right
that way versus sitting them in a room with 60 other people. And, you've got people asking kind of basic questions that, first impression is you need to make the best impression, and we might not always be presenting it.
Oh, I love that. So just basically reach out to the people that sponsored you or who sponsored them, and we'll make sure that we get this correctly. So
yeah,
because Scott has a Calendly that he uses, and you can just, basically get on there and book a meeting with him. And
what's his Calendly? What's Scott's Calendly?
It's like an online calendar that he has.
I know. What is the link?
Oh, don't
okay,
give me long.
well then just share it with us. Go find it and share it with us.
Share it here on the World Wide Web.
I flew in last night and we got in about 9:15. Didn't get our luggage till 10. So I'm still on jet lag right now.
So tell me, I know right now we're starting 2021. Hold on just a second.
I thought it was almost over. Wait a minute. I thought it was over. Our dogs
First we
are
started the call in 2022. Now we're starting 2021
Guys,
again.
Oh, we're starting
I'm gonna put me
2021.
on mute. But here's what I want y'all to hear. My dogs are going crazy because people in my backyard.
Oh, but I know we're getting off track, but Dennis, I'm gonna see you next Friday, or no, Friday. Yeah, next Friday. We're gonna come. I'm gonna go have dinner with Dennis next Friday. No, she's muted out. Hey, now we and you can talk. So
Yeah,
what else do you want
I'm
to
looking
cover?
forward to it. That's
That's
gonna be great.
exciting.
Yeah.
She's talking, but we can't hear her.
I can't hear a word.
There she's back.
Finish sharing with us what our goals are and our vision for this last quarter so that our 2022 reload program is on point.
So personally, right now, my goal is to get to $10,000 a month that I'm paying on reload money and half a point to agents, because I figure if I get to that point, that I'm helping somewhere around 10 to 15 transactions for reload agents. Then the long-term goal as a branch or as a whole is we want to get to a point that we're paying out over $100,000 a month to agents, because then now we're impacting about 50 transactions a month. That's going to be huge. We really win it. And Dennis being in Florida, me being in Texas, and Dennis has been bringing on more states. I've been bringing on more states to get qualified. We know we're going to be able to impact and help more and more agents out there get those deals done. And I was hoping I could get Valley on our call today. She's closing her second. She's closed her second reload deal today. So
that's
she
awesome.
closed one. She closed one 2 weeks ago that we did in 18 days. It was a purchase. And now we're closing her second one today that we're still closing 4 days early for on a
That's
purchase. And she's like, man, this is so exciting. She got her first paycheck. Now she's got another one coming.
And,
You know.
and the only thing she had to do was do what she does and handle the real estate and share a link.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I had to tell her, get out of the lane a little bit, but because she was trying to get into stuff. But we took care of it and worked out. But the clients were very happy. They sent us a beautiful Reach 150 review. And
That's awesome.
I couldn't believe on her first transaction, which I wish she was supposed to be on this call last week and she got called away. But what I really thought was cool is she was the listing agent, the buyer's agent, and the loan officer on the same transaction.
Hey now, that's what I'm talking about.
I was like, holy cow, wow, that was a lot.
Can you say triple dip?
I know. I was just like, I can't believe Valley did that. She was about to list the house. She had the listing agreement. The person who lived behind the house found out they were about to put it on the market, reached out to her. So before, it was just like, and then we got her pre-approved and we closed it in 18 days. it was a great deal on a purchase.
That's awesome. Boy, if
It's
that
so
doesn't
shocking.
give her,
You guys do stuff like that all the time.
On purchases, on refis, for some reason, we just don't have that. Refis, the speed momentum is just not as fast as the purchase.
Well,
We really had to make a decision last year to either
Thank God.
focus on the purchase business and take care of our
Yeah.
agents and let the refis take 45 days if that's what it needs to happen, so that we can take care of because right now when you do a purchase, you're not affecting just that one family. You're affecting the seller, you're affecting the next seller, the next buyer. One deal can ruin 6 deals. I've seen it. So that's why on the purchases, even on the reload side, we focus to get that deal done as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Put all our resources on it. And then on the refis, the resources are not as strong. They're going to get done, but they're just going to be done throughout the process. It's just one of those things. We had to pick our battle. You had to pick your battle. So
speaking of refi, I was really surprised. I teed up a cash out refi, and I actually got an appraisal waiver. I was like, what? So just talking about, stuff that might be happening with guideline changes from Fannie Mae and
they've been talking about that, but let's
I had to read it
double
twice.
check
I was like, really?
double check where you lock that deal to make sure they'll accept that. So
Yeah. I was like pretty surprised. But
I've seen
that's,
that on a lot of purchases lately too. Like, they bidded 25,000 over, and then all of a sudden I run a DU, and all of a sudden I have an appraisal waiver, and I'm like, really? Yes! I call a client. I go, guess what? They're like, what? I goes, 25,000 you bid over? Yeah. You don't have to come up with it. You just put your regular 10% down or 5% down. And they're like,
That's awesome.
thank you, Lord. No, to me, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey guys, if it's okay, I'm sorry, we got to wrap it up today.
Oh,
I know
let's go
we're
back and
gonna
get
do
on
it
back.
really quick, but let's do this again next week.
Remember, invite everybody that you know to the call on Tuesday, Thursday. If they're title rep, warranty rep, inspector, there's other people that are involved in real estate that can connect you with a lot of real estate agents to build a huge relo team. Don't forget about those people. I mean, Chris has a really good story about that he talked to an inspector that had over 300 agents on his database that he did business with.
Oh, is that Chris Hibbert?
Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, go ahead and give them your phone numbers and then let's sign out, okay?
All right. You guys need help today, reach out 972-890-0048. That's our team number. And then Dennis, he's in Florida. Dennis, your number?
Florida, Georgia, Alabama, working on some other states, 954-648-4949. We got you covered.
Ooh,
All
I
right,
like that
thanks
number.
y'all. This was awesome.